Well, good evening, Northern Michigan. Welcome back to another edition of Hometown Highlights. Our band of the week, the Traverse City West Titan Marching Band. We'll have much more from them throughout the broadcast. Well, it's the second to last Friday night of the regular season, and that means a lot is on the line for many area teams as far as playoff chances go. Now, a few still have a shot at winning their conference championship, but a select group, we're talking just 6 teams, still perfect entering Week 8. We'll see right here if they could keep those winning streaks intact. And we'll start with the game of the week, a non-conference battle between 7-0 Glen Lake and TC St. Francis. And the Glads, they need at least one more win to ensure they're in the playoffs, so they have a lot in store in this one, even though they're only 4-3. Carter Lee, though, gets the Lakers going early. He's quick on the ground, folks, and he kept that going tonight. An early touchdown for the Lakers. Can't keep the fans and the band out of their chair, in their chairs. Joe Stazinski here, check him out. Number 18, sky and high for the Glads, makes the smart pick. And he's not just going to get the interception, he's going to do a little overtime here. He's going to go all the way back, dodge the black T-shirts, and get in the end zone. That's a 65-yard return, puts St. Francis up 7-6. And the huddle, no doubt that was going off really well in the huddle. Trevor Apsey now for the Lakers, dodging a couple defenders, and he goes off. He's going to go ahead and top that 65-yard return with a 71-yard touchdown run here. The Lakers take a 12-7 lead. They would actually fall back. The Glads would take a 20-12 lead. But Glen Lake would come back in the end. They win this one 26-20, and more importantly, stay unbeaten at 8-0. Well, let's continue with the unbeaten ranks, and that would be Mancelona. The band is probably unbeaten as well in band competitions. The Titans might have a challenge for them, though, the marching band. Mancelona football, though, hard to find a challenge for them, hosting Forest area tonight. Forest Austin Vance drops back, and it's Tyler Berge there, but the game won't go Forest area's way. Here's Mancelona's Logan Borst. He grabs a nice pick here. And then Wyatt Durr, we've talked about him a lot, but the guy just can't seem to stay out of the highlights. Here he is rumbling down the field, making it look easy, scoring there. And in the next drive, the strong legs of Logan Borst on the offensive end. Borst saying it's clobbering time, carrying the team to victory there. Ironmen stay unbeaten. They haven't lost since August of 2010, if you didn't know. They win this one 50-6. Let's go to the Lake Michigan Conference. Boyne City and their road fans still undefeated. Big game next week against Grayling for the Lake Michigan title, but a big test here on the road at Elk Rapids. Elks up 30-22 in the third, and Eddie Shaw for the Elks looks to add to that lead with an impressive run there, but the Ramblers would take over. Here's Jamal Kelly. He's going to rumble, and should I say ramble, this one down to the 1-yard line. Then QB Corey Redmond punches in, and you see him in the middle there, getting out of the bottom of the pile, but they need to. They're only at 28-30 at this point. Redmond fumbles at the goal line, goes into the end zone, but the Ramblers recover in the end zone, and we're all tied up at 30, and then Redmond and then Boyne City possession again, scrambles, does this one on his own, virtually untouched. He walks into that Elk Rapids end zone. Boyne City, they stay perfect as well. They win it by 2 scores, 44-30. So speaking of the Lake Michigan Conference, Grayling is that team that's also undefeated from that league, and they were heading to that big matchup with the Ramblers next week, but they had to get by East Jordan tonight. They did. Both teams now 8-0. They will meet in a big-time Game of the Week contest next week for the Lake Michigan crown. 2 other undefeateds to note, though. That would be Beale City out of the Highland Conference. They had a 63-0 win over Marion tonight, and St. Ignace, the Saints, way up in the UP. They just keep continuing the dominance. St. Ignace, Beale City, and Mancelona definitely have our highest scoring ratios in Northern Michigan. The Traverse City West Titan Marching Band playing a little thriller for us. I have a feeling we're going to hear that a little later on in the show. Titans, though, they're still holding out for a share of the Big North Conference title on the football field, but that road goes through crosstown rival TC Central. At 6-1, the Trojans out to their best start since 1991, and a win tonight at Gaylord would ensure the Trojans a share of the league crown, something they haven't had in 5 years. We're going to go ahead and check on the road fans. Road fans traveling in packs tonight. Very impressed, even in the cold weather. Here we are in the fourth. Gaylord hasn't scored, but Tristan Gregory hopes to change all that. Launches the ball to Colin Waters. Puts them in position for this. Gregory will get the ball and take it himself. He likes to throw it, but he likes to run it as well. Puts Gaylord on the board there. Central, though, would have their chance to embarrass the Gaylord defense. Here they are with a nice handoff to their speedy running back, and he rifles through the defense until finally being brought down. But then Gregory back on offense. He's going to go to Waters again, and they like to throw the ball in the air, do the Blue Devils, and this one works out pretty well. Finally, Central will pull through, though. The mighty D shuts down Gaylord for the stop there, sacking the quarterback, and more importantly, the Trojans get the win, 42-19. They're now 7-1 on the year. And no, it's not deja vu. It's the same thing you heard about a minute ago, but that was the Titan marching band on the field tonight. Let's see if they motivated the Titans football squad looking to pad their playoff seeding against Ogemaw Heights in the second, though. It's all Falcons getting on the board with this 11-yard run by Tommy DeMadio. Falcons up 21-7. Then later on, West on first and goal. Forest Eagle pounds it in, cutting the lead just to 21-14. Falcons against Eagle. Seems kind of interesting to me. But Ogemaw Heights starts to pull away in the third here. The handoff to Brandon Bennick, and he takes it 18 yards for the score, 28-17. Next possession is still the Falcons' ball, and they're backed up in a long 3rd and 15, but Ben Hartley goes through the air and connects with Devin Griffiths. Devin Griffiths is going to go 85 yards, plus we'll tack on maybe an extra yard for how high he skied up and grabbed that one. Falcons up 35-17, and the Titan marching band doesn't like it, but they had to suffer with the L tonight, 56-39. Ogemaw Heights winners on the road. How about Onaway and Central Lake? 5-2 Onaway and 4-3 Central Lake, both fighting for postseason spots. Winner here will have a much better opportunity. Kyle Hiltun in for the Trojans, though. A big run to the sideline. The Trojans would later score, making it 8-0. Cardinals, though, going through the air. Matt Tellini finds Rich Hoff Jr., and Hoff Jr. is going to go ahead and add on to his yak total, the yards after the catch. Almost gets in the end zone here. Other side of the field in the second quarter, 4th and goal. Onaway misses their chance. Unfortunately, the Trojan defense stops them, and then later, the Trojans on offense again. Tune in finds William Brockman, and Brockman is going to pad the stats here. Trojans go up 16-0 on that one. They go on to win by a final 45-14. And we've got some bonus online highlights for you in this Hometown Highlights Week 8 video. This one features Manistee traveling to Suttons Bay on Friday night, and the Chippewas of Manistee looking very good this year at 4-3. They're still trying to get some wins to make the postseason. They looked very good in their performance on the field in Suttons Bay, scoring whenever they needed to, also making a key 2-point conversion in these highlights. The Chippewas go on to win and make their record 5-3, inching that much closer to the playoffs. Final tonight, 50-20. It's about the Traverse City West Titan Marching Band, specifically my drumline man here, James, double duty tonight, playing in the band, and hello, he's homecoming king for the Titans this year. James, tell me how it feels. Biggest night of your life?
It's up there. It's definitely.
Well, you're young, so there's probably a lot bigger moments still to come. But talk to me about the band. You know, we heard you guys playing Thriller earlier in the show and on the field. What is your favorite song to play with the band?
I'd probably say Beat It, because we have our drum feature in there. I play the drums, so.
Michael Jackson was big in the 80s, but you can't tell these guys that his music isn't timeless. Well, we're going to let the band do their thing one more time. The Traverse City West Titan Marching Band.